Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights.
Jermall Charlo sent shockwaves through the boxing world when he candidly shared his true opinion about Terence Crawford's place in boxing history.
Do you respect him as, like, when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so...
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said, they called, and we said, never heard nothing else back about it. So, like, I mean, I respect it, though. I mean, get your money, do your thing. But don't be capping on the net.
That's a good fight. That's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Probably at middleweight or something. That's like a vacant belt. That's definitely up there. That's definitely a big fight. Probably Shakur and Tank too, maybe. That's like right I'm seeing. But yeah, that's that. He might not be lying.
Instead of calling the three-division undisputed champion an all-time great, Ennis admitted he just doesn't view Crawford that way, even after his monumental victory over Canelo Alvarez. While most fans and analysts have been praising Crawford as one of the greatest to ever do it, Ennis revealed that his own favorites remain legends from the past, such as Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and Sugar Ray Leonard. His honesty caught many off guard, but Ennis made it clear that everyone has their own list of icons, and for him, Crawford simply isn't on it.
Elevated in status, he's the GOAT. Do you think this win puts him on Mount Rushmore or makes him a GOAT in boxing?
Everybody got their own opinion, so
what's yours?
My opinion is I like who I like. You know, I like Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker.
What do you think?
I'm liking Sugar Ray Leonard. I've been watching a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard. And James Tony. So they my top like guys that I've been watching. You know?
The timing of those comments made them even more explosive. Crawford had just made history by defeating Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez, becoming the first male fighter ever to claim undisputed titles in 3 divisions. Many fans had doubted whether he could manage the size disadvantage, but on fight night, the Omaha native proved once again that skill and ring IQ can overcome power. He outclassed Canelo and added yet another legendary chapter to his remarkable career.
Yeah, you felt that. I was just letting them know that it's going to be a long night.
Last 30 seconds of the fight, what was going through your mind then?
Close it out. Just close it out. If I didn't have that mindset of finishing the fight and making sure that I close it out, then it would have been a draw. Being that I wasn't the champion, I was the challenger. I wanted to make sure that the judges see that I was in control from the beginning to the end. I just knew it was going to be my day. I came out smiling. I don't never come out smiling. I'm always focused.
Still, Ennis insists that admiration doesn't automatically mean legendary status. The Philadelphia fighter, now unifying the welterweight division, is focused on carving out his own legacy. Next month, he's set to move up to super welterweight to face Portugal's Wisso Lima at the Wells Fargo Center. Ironically, one of Ennis' idols, Roy Jones Jr., openly disagreed with his view. When asked who the best fighter in the world is right now, Jones named Crawford, praising how far he's climbed, from 135 to 160 pounds. Jones explained that such a rise takes exceptional skill, placing Crawford and Alexander Usyk as his 1A and 1B, 2 of the most technically gifted fighters in the sport today.
Your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd.
Meanwhile, Crawford's longtime trainer, Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, gave some insight into how much longer fans might see him in the ring. Bomac, who has worked with Crawford since 2008, revealed that the 38-year-old may only have 2 or 3 fights left. He admitted that Crawford made his victory over Canelo look effortless and hinted that they're already planning the next challenge, possibly a move down to middleweight to face Kazakhstan's Janibek Alimkhaneli in pursuit of his 6th world title.
Fell off into the sunset after this monumental.
Well, you know what? They made it look so easy. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, got 2, 3 more in there. So, you know what I'm saying? Terence was trying harder. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, you know, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
They're making 5 weight divisions. There's not many people that
that'd be great.
Oscar and Manny.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If not, do you think he stays at 160? Would you want to see him stay at 160?
Jessica. I don't know. We'll see.
In terms of just overall, I know a lot has been said about Terence now being amongst the greatest fighters in history. Where do you rank him? Should we rank him like that? Is it difficult because, you know, eras?
I'll say when you say best, name the best fighters ever in the history of boxing, you're going to have to say Ray Robinson.
That'd be 2 rotations.
You're going to have to say Jack Dempsey. Then you got to say Terence Crawford.
But Crawford's list of potential opponents doesn't end there. The 6'5" and a half WBC champion, Sebastian Fundora, recently called him out, saying he'd gladly welcome Crawford to 154 if that's his next move. Fundora admitted he had rooted for Canelo in their fight due to the size difference, but said Crawford's intelligence ultimately won the night despite the massive height and reach disadvantage. Fundora added that he'd love the chance to test himself against Crawford's precision and timing as the champion continues to celebrate his historic victory.
60, but yeah, we're welcome. Why not?
Gabby, for you on the weekend, I know you're a big supporter of boxing and whatnot, and I think I've actually seen Crawford speak about you sometimes in interviews. What did you think of the fight, and were you rooting for Canelo, or did you think that Crawford could do it?
I was also rooting for Canelo, but again, we're going off Sebastian, that it was Crawford fought smart. Crawford fought smart. He knew his range and his shots, and he felt comfortable that there was times where he was fighting in the inside with Canelo and he was getting the better shots. So I think he felt comfortable in that division, and he'll probably stay there. Maybe go down one weight class down, but who knows? Props to him. They're 2 icons in the legend in the sport of boxing.
Well said. Do you think the rematch needs to happen? What's the next fight for Crawford for both of you? What do you think? Is it a rematch or?
That probably won't be a rematch. I don't think so. There's no need. There's no reason to.
It didn't look like he Canelo wanted that rematch, honestly. But Crawford could do whatever he wants right now. He can go up if he wants to. He can go down. I hear there's talks of him and Benavidez. So there's all kinds of names that are coming out for Crawford. Crawford is the #1 in the sport right now. So everything.
Things look very different for Canelo Alvarez. For the first time in 7 years, the Mexican superstar holds no world titles. His loss to Crawford marked only the 3rd defeat of his 68-fight career, joining Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol as the only men to beat him. With talk of decline and retirement swirling, reports confirm that Canelo isn't finished yet, though he'll be sidelined until at least April next year following elbow surgery. His planned February return in Riyadh has been canceled, and his comeback opponent remains uncertain, possibly a rematch with Crawford or a showdown with David Benavidez.
You have an update.
Yes, Max. Canelo Alvarez obviously coming off of that tough loss to Terence Crawford earlier this month. I'm told that he's going to have elbow surgery. He was set to return in February in Riyadh for the 3rd fight of that deal. That fight is now going to be delayed until Q2 or Q3 of 2026. So Canelo's going to have the surgery, and then he'll come back.
For people who don't know, what does Q2 and Q3 mean?
The 2nd quarter of the 3rd quarter of the year. April, May, June.
So anywhere between January,
September.
February, March
Q1
is off. That's Q1. So anywhere from April
to September.
Through September in that area.
In that area, Canelo Alvarez still the face of boxing. Even after the loss, he's going to come back, and the expectation would be it would be in Riyadh. He has 2 more fights remaining on that deal.
Opponent that's going to stay in front of him, that's going to fight, that's going to make it a brawl, Canelo knocks him out. So I'm not saying Canelo's shot or done. No, it's far from it. It's all on the matchmaking. It's all who you put in front of him. It's all about squeezing Those last dollars from the fans, Canelo. You want to squeeze the fans. What about the Mexican?
Boxing legend and promoter Oscar de la Hoya dismissed claims that Canelo Alvarez is finished, insisting the Mexican star still has the power and skill to knock out aggressive opponents. Though he emphasized that smart matchmaking will now define his career, saying it's not about whether Canelo can fight, but about choosing the right fights fans want to see. Adding fuel to the discussion, former world champion James Toney, known for his blunt honesty, boldly predicted that if Canelo ever faces David Benavidez would become the first man to knock him out cold, declaring he'll put him to sleep, a statement that sent shockwaves through the boxing community.